Welcome to the introduction to Roblox Studio. So in this lesson, what we'll be doing is we will be making a floor is made of lava game. Now, this is just an introduction to Roblox Studio, and there will be a little bit of coding in this one, but the goal of this class is just to become familiar with Roblox Studio and what it can and cannot do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you real quick what we're going to be building out today. And then I'm going to walk you through the different tools that you have and how to use them. Then I'll go through some bonus activities to really sort of push yourself and get your creative hats on. So this is what we're going to be building out. So as we can see here, we have little rocks that we can jump on. We have lava, which instantly kills you. And the goal of this little tiny game here is to get to the other end here. Now, I know it's quite simple, and I know you guys have probably done some more complicated things, but what we essentially have to do is, this is just an introduction. So just becoming familiar with the tools that we have at our disposal. And then these two things here are some of the bonus activities that we have. Bro, right. So on that sort of bombshell, let's begin building some stuff out. So let's navigate over to here first of all. And what I'd like us to do first of all is just build out our ending bit. So on mine, I have a tree, I have some rocks. I want to build out where I want to sort of end up. So what you'd have to do, if it doesn't appear automatic for you, which mine is not, let's head right to the top here and click on the View tab. And the bit that you want is called Toolbox, right next to here, right next to Properties. So click on Toolbox. And this is essentially in Roblox Studio where you can drag and drop different things into your game. You'll be spending a lot of time here to grab all the good stuff, essentially. Now, I'm just going to search for in here rocks as an example. Search for that. And obviously we have the Rock Johnson, but we don't want him, as funny as that would be. We just want a place where our character can sort of end up. Okay, so you don't have to do exactly the same as mine as long as you are happy with it, because it is going to be your game. So I'll just stick with that one there. Now, once you've got your rocks or whatever it is that you're ending up, we want to edit the shape and we want to do a few things with it. So to do that, come back to home. And you'll be working with these four things here. Now you have the select, which just allows you to grab it, move it around anywhere like that. You have move, which allows you much more precision, moving it around. So you can have it in mid-air, you can make it below the ground, whatever you want. Scale, you'll be using that one a lot. And scale is just bigger, smaller, fatter, thinner, stretchier, and not stretchier. Okay. And the rotates, you can get your creative hats on a bit, but this one is spinning it around, doing essentially different things with it. Yeah, like that. And if you make a mistake, just press Control and Z to get it back to how you want it. Now, your sort of challenge here would be essentially to spend 5 or 10 minutes just making this how you want to look. So pop in tree. Get a tree house if you want. Be warned, these things are massive, but a lot of students like using these for this kind of game rather than just having some boring rocks. Press OK. That is just any scripts that's coming in there with it, but that's fine. Now, once you've done that, once you've made it pretty, once you've made it look how you want it to look, we are going to be building out our lava. Now, how you would do that is you would go to the top here again. Next to Toolbox, you have Parts. Now, part is going to be like the main sort of building blocks of most of your games. So you're going to be using these a lot. And we get a few different options. We get block, sphere, wedge, corner wedge, and cylinder. We just want a block for now. Now, do be warned, when you press the parts button, they will appear where you are looking. So please look right towards the ground. And just let me select that to get it back here. Otherwise, you'll be trying to find it for quite a while. Now, once we've done that, let's create the lava. So we've got to go on scale. We're going to make this bigger. Like that. Okay. Nice and easy. Now, once you've got it like that, there's a few things that we want to do here. Now, the first thing that we want to do, obviously, is change the color. So you're going to go to the color icon here. Click on the color that you want. So I would like, no, I don't want that one. I'm just going to be boring. Go for red, but you can have alien lava if you want, anything like that. Now, this doesn't really look like lava, so there's a few other things that I would need to do with this. So the first thing is I'm going to change the material. Now, there's two ways of doing this. The first one is in the material manager, but I don't personally like using this. I think it's a little bit hard to sort of select things, but it does show you what things look like. But I'm not going to use this one because I'm going to use this as a way to introduce the properties to you. So go to the right-hand side of your Roblox Studio, and you're going to see two things here. You're going to see the Explorer, and you're going to see the properties. The Explorer, in your workspace, this is where everything that you've dragged into your game is. This is the 3D world in here. So this is the parts that I have. So I'm going to rename this as lava just by clicking on it here, like that. Lava test. You don't have to call it test if you don't want. Now, what I also want to do here is I want to change the material. So with this, I'm going to go right down here into the properties bit. And this is inside the properties. This is everything that you can do with this part. It is the color. It is the material. It is, can you walk through it? Is it invisible? The name of it. Does it make you bounce? Is it anchored? All that good stuff. Now, all we want to do here is go to Appearance, go down to Material, click on Plastic, and you will have a huge drop-down box of different kinds of things that you can make your lava. So I'm going to click on Neon, see how that looks, and it glows. Nice. But I actually want something else. So instead of saying neon, I'm going to go to cracked lava here, like this, and that looks a bit better. Now, what's the next? Oh, just click on that again. What the next thing is that we're going to do is your challenge here would be to see if you can add the balls rolling in here. Now, it doesn't have to be the spheres like I've done it. So just click on sphere, and then we can scale this however we want to look. And we can then stick this in the ground like that. You could also do more rocks if you wanted to. So instead of yeah, I'll just drop on it actually. So I'll do a rock. And let's get that one. Let's make that a bit bigger. Yeah, that'll do. And then let's just move it in here like this. Oh, come on. Yeah, however you want. Obviously, make it look however you want it to look, and just get your creative hats on and things. Okay. Once you have done that and everything is looking, you have your space where your character is going to end up. You have your rocks getting there. We're essentially going to be adding the lava, the code to sort of destroy it. Now, in every other lesson, I'm never going to be giving you code to copy, but just in this case, just because we're exploring Roblox Studio, I'm going to give you some code to stick in there just so you can see how it works, just for today, just for this lesson. But there are some more bonus activities where you can play around with it a bit more. Now, to do this, what you do is to use the code. You click on the part, and in this case, it's lava test here. So this is in your Explorer inside your workspace. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to your mine's called lava test, whatever you've named it, and then click on the plus icon here. Now, this is everything that we can stick inside this part itself to give it like more properties, more powers, if you would. And the one that you want is called script. So click on script here, and this is where we're going to be sticking our code. So just get rid of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the guide. like the lesson guide that everybody gets, which has the summary for the code, which you can then use later on. So we want this one here. Now this is the in the guide. What you have is you have everything that we've done in the lesson, step by step, all the way down to the bonus activities, which you also find in here as well. Now, what you are going to do is you need to go down to, find it, this bit here. Now, this is your code. Now, the reason why I've colored it like this is so you can see where different things of it work. So anything in blue, that is naturally part of Lua, which is the Roblox coding language. Anything in red, well, anything in a different color is just so you can see where it's used and where it's being interacted. So trap is here, part touched is here, untouched is here. Don't worry if you don't understand this yet. By the end of the 4th lesson, you will understand everything what's happening here. So you'll be able to recreate this yourself. So let's just copy that. Let us then go inside our chat or our script, paste that in. Okay. And let us then test it. So come back, and I'm just going to not play, but I'm going to run, because I know there's going to be an error here. I'm going to explain what this error is in a minute. Run this, and everything is destroyed, 100%. And the reason why that's happened is I have forgotten to anchor this part here. Now, what the anchor does is, well, it's just sticks it to the floor. If you anchor a part to the floor, it becomes part of the floor. And what this code is doing is it is essentially destroying anything that is not stuck to the floor. So that is not part of the floor. So if I grab my spawn location, stick it there, and let's see if this works. Brilliant, right. So one of our parts was not, one of our parts is not anchored. The other part, the rock, that was anchored. So that part has actually been destroyed now. Well, it's working. Now, if you don't want things being destroyed inside your lava, you have to anchor them like that. And then if we play this again, there we go, it's still there. Now, the good thing about anchoring is what you can do is you can anchor them in midair, essentially. So if you wanted to do the treehouse bit, then what you would essentially do is you would be creating a pathway through mid-air to get to your treehouse with the lava below, which would kill you if you fell on it. So let's run this, see if it stays there. And it does, brilliant. And you can see what's not anchored because those are the things that are falling down. Right, now, if there's any questions, please reach out in the group. But your challenge now is to essentially make this better than my tiny little game here. Get your creative hats on and then post what you do in the group as well, because I'm really curious to see what you're doing. Now, the last bit is, in fact, I will do the bonus thing in the next video. So if there's any questions, please reach out in the chat. Thank you.